You're watching K34QB, Vail, Colorado.
Welcome to your Saturday edition of Good Morning Vail. We love getting to be here to bring you great community information. Now, if you're someone who loves to bike, get outdoors, and enjoy everything the community has to offer, well, it's important that you take care of your equipment, and we're going to show you how with the Kind Bikes over in Edwards. Then we're going to introduce you to Chris Romer from the Vail Valley Partnership, as well as Brooke from Antlers and Rosé, which is down in Eagle, and you're not going to want to miss it. Good Morning Vail starts right now.
Things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
Hey, it's your boy, Nephew Tommy, your host for an all-new season of Black College Quiz, where the nation's best and brightest display their knowledge of Black history and culture while competing for prizes and scholarships. So get ready to see HBCU Nation take the academic field. Black College Quiz! BCQ! Black College Quiz! BCQ! Black College Quiz! BCQ! Yeah, man.
Hi, it's Julio from TV8 Vail. Do you ever wonder why our tagline is "There's more for you" on 92? Because we're always bringing you more. More Good Morning Vail from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. all year long. More local coverage with Vail Vibes and Covered Bridge on TV8. More opportunities to participate with new roundtable panels on Mountain Perspectives. And our expanded Spanish programming block. Find us on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92, on YouTube, or our website, tv8vail.com.
Welcome to Hiring America, the television program that helps veterans find jobs and transition back into civilian life. Hi everyone, I'm Gigi Stone Woods. I'm truly honored to host this vital program. Reach out to the opportunities you see on this program by logging on to our website, hiringamerica.net, and by following us on social networking sites such as Twitter. We'll keep that information available throughout the broadcast and on our website 24/7. Now, let's get down to business.
Good morning, Vail.
Whether you're pulling out your mountain bike, your road bike, or just the cruiser that you like to enjoy around town, it's important that your bike is in tip-top shape. And Ross had a chance to go to location at the Kind Bikes and get all the great information on how you can be prepared for this biking season.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back. This morning we are in the Riverwalk of Edwards. We're joined by Chris Anderson. We're here at Kind Bikes and Skis. Chris, thanks for having us.
Thanks so much for coming by.
This shop is beautiful. Lots of stuff going on. Can you talk a little bit about the bikes and all the equipment and gear you have here?
Absolutely. Yeah, we are a year-round and full-service bike shop, and we are predominantly for bikes. We sell specialized Revel electric e-bikes, which are great, cool cruiser e-bikes, and Moots, which is a custom titanium manufacturer. On top of that, in the summer, we have clothing lines from so many different companies. Clothing is a big part of what we do for cycling, and we're really proud of our selection here. We're also a full-service repair and maintenance shop, and we do work on bikes year-round. And in the winter, we offer a full selection of ski retail, from hard goods to soft goods to rentals and demos and ski tuning.
Love that. All the best stuff. And this shop, The Kind, has been around for 30 years or plus. And you kind of took over in 2017-ish, but the staff here is amazing. But where's that name, and what's that name, The Kind, really mean to you guys?
Originally it started off as The Kind Cyclist back in 1992, and it was really just about embodying sort of, just dropping those bike shop attitudes that you might feel when you come in, things that might intimidate people, and that's really our thing here, is having a very welcoming space that's not intimidating. There's no attitude. We're helpful, we're informative, and our hope is that when somebody comes in, they leave with much more than they thought they would, not in terms of product, but in terms of information, how to care for their bike, how to use tools, that sort of thing.
I love that. And then, so your background, I know you have a background kind of in aviation here at the Eagle County Regional Airport, but you also have a background kind of growing up around bikes. Can you tell us kind of your background and growing up in Minneapolis around BMXing?
Yeah, I was a bike dork from the beginning. I started pedaling really early in life, and that transitioned into BMX racing and mountain bike racing. And I started in bike shops. That was really almost my first job when I was 16, and worked in shops through high school and college, and got me out here as well with my first position with Vail Resorts. And after about 17 years in retail, I decided to take a break and cash in a little bit, check in on my aviation background. So I worked with Eagle County down at the airport. But knowing that this was my true calling, the skis and the bikes, I would go home at night and nerd out on bike and ski stuff. Not on airport stuff, although I loved the airport. But serendipitously came across this opportunity while I was looking at either starting a shop or buying a shop out of the valley. Did not want to leave, so this really worked out great.
I love that. And there's like everything you could need: sunglasses, all the stuff for your tires, like everything you need is right here in one shop. How hard is it, and what does it look like transitioning these last couple weeks from kind of winter skis to the bikes now?
It goes pretty quick, to be honest with you. Yeah, we can actually transition the store in about a week and a half. Wow. And the community, in a great way, really forces our hand on that. And March is like our busiest month because we're doing bike and we're doing skis. Right. So we're getting business from all sides of the spectrum here. So we really have to switch quick. So we've got a pretty well-oiled and lubricated machine to do that.
Definitely. And this is like a prime location in the valley, right here in Edwards, right in between some of the most some of the best we have down in Eagle and some of the resort mountain biking up in Vail and Beaver Creek. So this is the spot to stop, right? And this is rentals. You can buy the bikes. It's everything you need. What should people know when they're kind of coming into Kind Bikes and Skis?
Gosh, we're a bike shop that does it all. We're your full service bike shop, and our interest is really, our motto is that we exist for the community and we exist because of the community. We're constantly gathering feedback and input from our community and just trying to figure out how best we can serve those that need help that we can offer.
And speaking of the community, what are some of your favorite trails to hit, or what are your recommendations? Where are you riding your bike these days?
Oh gosh, on the gravel side, I really like to head up Lake Creek Road or down on the Colorado River Road, down between Dotsero and Bon McCoy area. Road bike, Vail Pass and Battle Mountain Pass. And locally, I ride mostly just like Arrowhead trails, the West Avon Preserve, Berry Creek. If I get a chance, it's great to get down to Fruta or jump up to Vail and hit some of the classics like Buffer Creek or Lost Lake.
Yeah, so many great opportunities. And there's so many race series going on this summer. Do you see a lot of kind of these racers coming in and tuning up their bikes to get in peak performance here?
Absolutely, yeah. We're helpful and however we can be on that. A lot of those riders have quick turnaround needs, which we can accommodate. Our service department functions pretty uniquely in that we can get things turned around pretty quick if they're small things, just to get somebody riding and keep them riding. And if there's a bigger service, once we get them riding, we can schedule that a little further out.
Yeah, and for someone like me that's lived in the Valley for 12 years, snowboards 100 days a year, I'm kind of scared, and I'm not afraid to say it. I'm scared of mountain biking out here, but how do you work with some of these people that are just getting into the sport or just cracking into it? How can you help them out?
Well, if they were to buy a bike from us, for example, we've got probably a 20-minute delivery checklist that we go through that teaches them how to maintain their bike, how to set up the suspension and maintain suspension, and teaches them a little bit of basics about keeping your weight in your feet. Also some suggestions about where to ride when you're first getting started. Eagle is great. Up here, it's kind of a commitment between between Edwards and Vail, because you start with a pretty long climb. Yeah. But down in Eagle, they've got trails for everything, for beginners to intermediate to expert. It's a great place to start.
Yeah, love that. And then so you kind of took over here at the Kind in 2017. What's next for you? What are you looking forward to this summer and kind of down the road here in the next couple of years?
I'm glad you asked. We actually have a really fun project coming up that we're working on right now. We're opening a store in Westville. Oh. And it's in the old North Side Grab and Go space next to the First Bank that was open, that will be open again next year. And we're partnering with Yeti's Grind, so it's going to be a really awesome and fun coffee and bike experience. And ski. We'll be doing skis there as well. It's just going to be a mini version of what we have in Edwards.
Very cool. Are we expecting that this summer or starting next winter?
We're hoping in about 2 weeks.
Okay.
It's going to be a little bit of a soft pedal start with the bike shop opening up, and it's going to take a little bit longer for Yeti's Grind to get in place and be ready to open. But last I spoke with them, we're looking at late July, early August to have a full bike and coffee shop. But full-on bike services will be offered starting in about 2 weeks, from rentals to service to retail.
That's amazing. What's your favorite part about that endeavor?
Just the partnership is so great. We've worked with Yeti's Grind for such a long time, partnering with group rides, and Marcy and Larry that are part of that. They own it. They come from a really big cycling background as well. People that understand the Yeti's Grind story know that it has really deep community cycling roots. So it's really a neat synergy that we have together, and we share the enthusiasm around the sport and coffee, and I'm a big coffee drinker, so I love Yetis. They do an awesome job. So
yeah, what a cool collaboration with two long-standing businesses in the Valley. Very cool. What's maybe one of the harder things with starting that up?
Just making sure you have all the pieces in place. Yesterday I was like, okay, I want to order a phone system, and just getting all the fixtures and doing a shop layout so that you can be at least 90% of the way there when you unlock the door for the first day.
Love that. Chris, thanks so much for joining us this morning. The Kind Bikes and Skis located here in the Riverwalk of Edwards. Anything I should have asked you? Anything else you want to add?
No, I think that's all right. Yeah, nothing that comes to mind, but I appreciate it.
Awesome. Beautiful shop in here. A lot going on. You got a busy summer ahead of you. It sounds like both here in Edwards and in Westvale. But if you're looking to crack into mountain biking or skiing, or you're a pro and you're looking for some extra help, Kind Bikes and Skis has you covered. Chris, thanks so much for joining us, and have a great summer. Stay tuned for more Good Morning Vail.
Good morning, Vail. Good morning, Vail.
Next up, we've got a special duo from two of the best voices in the bluegrass and country genres.
We know you're going to love this one from Melanie Cannon and Willie Nelson. Here's Back to Earth.
The songs our love created, I still sing. And every night we make the rafters ring.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
Good morning, Vail.
Earlier this week, I had a great chance to sit down and chat with the CEO and president of the Vail Valley Partnership, Chris Romer. Now, they offer so many great aspects to our community, whether it's getting out and maybe relieving some stress, maybe it's a mixer where you can do some great networking, or helping you answer some difficult questions. They've got it all, and I am excited to introduce you to Chris Romer.
Good morning, Vail.
The Vail Valley Partnership is such an excellent resource here in our community, and especially for those businesses who are just starting out, or maybe who have some questions about things along the way. Well, I'm joined by the man, the myth, the legend, the one and only Chris Romer. Good morning.
Good morning. It's nice to be here.
I love when you're here, only because I feel like I learned so much about our community just in the short time that I get to chat with you. So I hope everyone else walks away from our discussions with just a little more information.
Well, you're very kind. We, as the Chamber of Commerce and Economic Development Group for Eagle County, we're very involved in a lot of different things. So
Yes.
we get to see behind the curtain, and maybe we have some information that isn't always widely shared and everything else. So it's an honor to be here, and I appreciate the kind words.
Well, I love when you're here because, again, I feel like you guys do such a good job at helping businesses really thrive here. And there's still great ways for people to get involved with the Vail Valley Partnership, but you guys have a very long list of summer activities coming up, and some of them are such great resources because sometimes we do start to feel a little burnout, and you guys make sure that employees are well taken care of.
We try to. You know, we have a lot of programs and events and trainings and different things for people to advance their professional skills and advance their network. But we also work with our members to try and have those fun activities
Yes.
and things, Maddie, for people to build their network and build connections while enjoying some of the cultural and recreational activities that exist here in Eagle County and in the Vail Valley that they might not otherwise be able to do. So it helps those businesses to be able to have people out and experience the great things. And it helps the people because they get to have some fun, they get to enjoy themselves, and they get to experience the outdoors and some of the things that are going on. So we'll talk about some of those, I expect.
Oh yes, of course, that's why I brought them up. I prefaced with the wonderful ways that you do help people network, and I was just listening to this brilliant gentleman talk who said that if you can make 4 new connections a day, even if they're just brief, that will help you immensely throughout your life and your career, and the Vail Valley Partnership will help you connect with many more than just 4 a day.
Yeah, we have so many opportunities for that. So a couple of them. On Friday, the team at Zip Adventures in Wolcott, if you haven't been out there to experience zip lining over the canyon, it's such a great experience, and Matt and CJ run such a great operation. You can see it you can see it if you're driving up 131, and you always wonder, gosh, so we have a free there's a small charge to cover a little bit of their staff, but hospitality day with Zip Adventures. You can register at vailvalleypartnership.com and go enjoy hospitality from the team at Zip Adventures. Go enjoy with your team or with new people that you may not know to go ziplining on Friday. And that starts at 9 a.m. and ends at 3 p.m. So there are a lot of different time slots to be flexible to fit people's accommodations. So we still have a few spots open.
Yes.
It's almost sold out, but would encourage people to check that out. If for no other reason, then you get to go ziplining for free. Or near free.
This is one of those great ways that, one, you're getting people outside, you're showing them the love that we all have for our mountain community, but you're also helping them network and take some of that stress that maybe they've been carrying with as we're getting ramped up for the summer season.
Yeah, it's hard to be really stressed out when you're flying through the canyon on a zip line, unless, of course, heights and flying through a canyon on zip line causes you stress, in which case it's probably a good stress and you should do it anyway.
Right. A little adrenaline goes a long way in the course of your week, so maybe check it out, especially if there's only a few spots left. Now, this is just one of the great events. Then you hold these incredible mixers where people can really come, they can mingle, they can meet new people, and maybe if they're looking for a new job, find that perfect match to then start the new job.
Yeah, the networking component that you talk about is so important, and making connections is so important. So we have our monthly after hours mixer next Wednesday. That's going to be in Gypsum, hosted by Spot Surfer at the Gourmet Cowboy. So at the Gourmet Cowboy in Gypsum, we'll have somewhere between 80 and 100 people there. Yes. to mix and mingle and enjoy some great food. And the weather, I'm sure, will be nice like our summer days usually are, and get to meet people, get to say hi to old friends, meet new friends, mix, mingle, connect, enjoy some great food and a cold beverage.
Which is such a great way to start, really, the kickoff to summer is kind of next week as we're warming up. Maybe we'll stop seeing hail, and then, of course, this is just a great way to join the community and really be around like-minded thinkers or people who have totally different businesses than you do, and getting their perspectives and learning from each other is so important.
Yeah, so much of the aspect of networking and that connection building that you talk about of trying to make 4 new connections a day, it requires a lot of intentionality.
Yes.
You have to be really intentional, you have to make an effort, you have to do it. So we try to be the conduit to that and provide different forums for people to do.
Which I think you guys do a brilliant job. Now, if there's a business here in our community that is not part of the Vail Valley Partnership, which is such a disadvantage here in our wonderful community, how do they get involved?
Yeah, it's really quite easy. We have a lot of different membership options with a lot of different benefits depending on what you want to do. But it's all outlined at vailvalleypartnership.com, as is our event calendar with all of our events, as well as other nonprofit programs, as well as community events at art galleries, at the Ford Amphitheater, at the Villar Performing Arts Center, at Nottingham Park in Avon, in Eagle, in Gypsum. All throughout the valley, we have events that you can, some social events, some music events, some cultural events.
Yes.
Whatever you might be looking for, you can find at that event calendar. And for businesses who might host those events, they get to promote those as well. So we really try to it's not just our events. We have some great things that we do and some great programs that we have, educational and training and networking. But we also have a forum for businesses to share all the great events that they have.
Which is incredible because you guys do have such a wide following just through all of the local businesses that you really help thrive here in the community. And you're talking about these forums that you do and these great educational events that you do. So let's talk about some of those, just because I think it's so important that people understand that you are here to help them.
Yeah, we have an Inside Edge series coming next week on Tuesday on third parties in America and how third parties what the role of third parties are and how they can help be part of our political system. So that's going to be really a fascinating event. That's on Tuesday evening at the Eagle River Church in Vail. So that'll be really fun. We have upcoming educational events with the state demographer to understand our state demographics and our regional, what's happening in Eagle County with in-migration and without migration and with birth rates. And it's a fascinating, always recommend checking out the state demographer when the opportunity presents itself. So that's coming up later this summer or this fall, and other things along those lines, where we're trying to bring thought-provoking, informational, actionable kind of events to the Valley to help people. We have networking involved with all of those.
Yes.
Help people connect, help people learn, challenge people's maybe thinking to how it can help their business and what's happening here in the county.
You know, I would be fascinated to see what the demographer had to say, because we have such a community of transient people who are here and then they're gone and then they're here and then they're gone again. And so that's going to be one that is fascinating and will really spark some interest throughout the community.
Yeah, we bring her up to the Valley every other year. And the presentation is always one of the most well-received things that we do. People love her presentation style as well as the content, and it really is fascinating to see trends over time and what the forecasts are for growth and population. It's really interesting with regards to birth rates and in-migration and when people leave. And geez, I would recommend that to anybody.
Well, I'm definitely going to mark my calendar for that one, because I believe that I was there actually, not last year, but the year before. With the statistics that come out of this, it really does blow your mind. And this is just one of those great resources that also businesses look forward to hearing, because some places are having a hard time with employee retention just because housing's so difficult or the cost of living here is so expensive. And so to have this information and be provided with this information is such a leg up for so many businesses. Yeah, it does. Information is power. And having the awareness of what's happening and what is happening in the future, what is forecast to happen in the future, and understanding what has happened in the past. It does help from a business planning standpoint. It helps from understanding the workforce aspect. And it also helps from an exit planning standpoint that a lot of business owners don't necessarily think about, but certainly should be, is the exit planning. What is my transition of my business as I reach retirement age? If my child isn't interested or I don't have children, what am I going to do with my business? And it's not something you can think about 3 or 6 months before and say, all right, I'm going to just sell my business. It's a much lengthier process with a lot more involvement. So these types of presentations help people think about those kind of things too. Which I think is so important, because it's better to be in the know before making a decision, because like you said, knowledge is power. Now, speaking of knowledge being power, we're all getting our ballots, and it's really important that some things on the legislation will affect your business. Now, as we're getting closer to that, if people have questions, you guys are such a great and strong resource here in the community for this aspect. Yeah, everyone should have their primary ballots now for the primary election coming up, and that's a candidate election. Later this year, we'll be hearing a lot about statewide ballot initiatives, property tax proposals, a lot of things that impact people, that impact our environment, that impact our businesses. So we will be doing podcasts, we will be doing informational forums, we will do candidate questionnaires for our county commissioner and state house candidates, and providing information to the community and certainly to the businesses to help educate people what people's positions are and what the different ballot initiatives mean, because those can get really confusing, Maddie. They word questions where a yes vote actually means no and a no vote means yes, and understanding the implication of those things. We really try to provide nonpartisan information on the candidates and on the issues to help people understand exactly what they're voting for. Which is really important, because in those situations where the questions are tricky, the yes could mean yes or no, and you will be impacted by this vote as we're voting it in. It's best that you know exactly what you are reading and what the outcome is going to be and how it could affect you as a human or you as a business owner or your business in general. And so this is why having you guys as one of those back pocket resources as we get closer is so important.
Yeah, we're happy to do it, and it's something that it takes a lot of time to get the information together and to be able to provide that non-biased, non-partisan information about the ballots. It's a localized blue book almost of what the issues are and what the ballot questions mean. And on the candidate side, providing the candidates' words through podcast and through questionnaires so people understand exactly what they stand for.
You guys do everything over at the Vail Valley Partnership. It's amazing, and you guys are so intelligent for our community, and I feel like that is something we cannot stress here enough at TV8's Good Morning Vail, because we're so lucky to have you as part of our community. Chris, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with me.
Well, thanks for having me. It's always a pleasure.
I love when you come in. Like I said, we learn something new every time, and I just had my knowledge expanded about what I should be looking for on my ballot this year.
There you have it.
Make sure that you check out the Vail Valley Partnership, all of the great upcoming events that they have. And if you are a business here in our community, make sure that you join the Vail Valley Partnership because they are such a great and powerful resource here in the community. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we've got more of the show, so stay tuned.
Good morning, Vail.
This is Necklace. This easy-to-use, non-surgical alternative improves the appearance of sagging skin around your neck and jawline. Made from medical-grade tape, Necklace lasts up to 10 hours, giving you a firmer, smoother look all day long. Women everywhere are thrilled with the results.
Necklace is my time machine, and I'm loving life again.
Necklace is way better than surgery. It's cheaper and it's easier.
Use the on-screen QR code or visit sagnomore.com to order now. We even give you a money-back guarantee. Try Necklace today.
Coming up this season on Ready, Set, Renovate, we see one couple fall in love with a waterfront fixer-upper.
It sort of wrapped its arms around us and said, you want me, and we did.
And watch as another battles over the budget.
We're trying to look through and see where we can trim at this point.
Are you looking to trim it, Ginger?
No.
No. Construction pros show us the right way to renovate.
Well, we had to do a roof over. We had to hand build a lot of the trusses.
As we're putting the thin set down, the self-leveler has a little clip that clips up underneath the edge of the tile.
Do you have an interesting hobby or skill you'd like to share for Vail Valley? We want to hear from you. We're looking for people to share their musical, artistic, culinary, woodworking, athletic, or technical talents on Good Morning Vail. If you'd like to share your talents with the community, email Danielle at tvavail.com. Join the community conversation. There's more for you on 92.
Daily Flash.
I'm Andrea Jackson.
I'm Mitch English, welcoming you to
Mitch English and Andrea Jackson have co-hosted together for over a decade. And now, only on Daily Flash, they serve up a fast, fun, fresh perspective on the day's trending news and entertainment. Daily Flash offers the latest in pop news, celebrity gossip, fashion, health, wellness, and even some unscripted, irreverent, who knows what's next fun. Daily Flash with Mitch English and Andrea Jackson. Trending news and entertainment.
Good morning, Vail.
We're so lucky to have so many great boutiques here in the community and so many locally owned businesses. Well, I had a chance to sit down with Brooke, the owner of Antlers and Rosé, about some exciting news that they have taking place in their shop in Eagle. So let's hear what she has to say.
Good morning, Vail.
This dress I have been loving all morning, and the place to shop for it, and now my adorable hat, is Antlers and Rosé, and it's located down in Eagle, and I'm joined by the owner, the founder, and the brilliant creator of this boutique that we have here in the community, Brooke. Good morning, Brooke.
Good morning, Maddie.
I am now even more in love with the aesthetic that I had on. I was loving the dress, but I really feel like the hat brings a great extra element to it.
I think you look fabulous. You have on our Sylvie dress, which is by a boutique brand, New Nomads. It's all sustainable. It's a woman-owned, love this brand. And then you are wearing, the first to wear, our new hat collection. It's actually branded with our Stella Roads store, which is going to be in Franklin, Tennessee. But you are wearing the Stella, the first to put one on, and you have it on in the color Midnight.
This is your hat line. This is a product of you doing hats for so many years, and then bringing it to an elevated experience, because the quality of these hats, the fit of these hats is, I mean, beyond comparable.
Thank you so much. This is like, seriously, like I get a little emotional. It's like a dream come true. I've been wearing hats for 15 years. Teased by many 15 years ago, but starting just like pop-ups and now to be launching my own private label, Stella Roads, is literally like a pinch me moment. And I've been partnered with a millinery, 4th generation out of New York, and so excited to be launching these. They're all handmade in the US, and we have 2 different styles we're launching with. It's the Hudson, which is our one right here. This is our classic Western, so it is a cattleman crown and a Western brim, and then the Stella, like what you have on, which is our classic like fedora flat brim, pinched teardrop crown, and we are launching 4 colors.
Which is incredible, and the 4 colors that we've got here, I would imagine, is the 4 colors that you're doing. That green is stunning, and then of course to bring in a lighter tone is incredible, because you never know when you're going to need to dress it up a little more fancy, and bringing in these lighter tones makes that work so well.
Yeah, we, like with Antlers and Rosé and our brand in general, we focus on neutral colors, quality materials, and timeless pieces. So I feel like these 4 colors, which I forgot one of them, 4 colors really do that well and present our brand well. So we have the Tusk, which is our lighter color, and it's just a beautiful, and these are unisex as well. Like my husband is obsessed with the Hudson. Like it looks fabulous. This kind of greenish brown is our sable. You have on the Midnight, and I forgot our stone hat, which is like a light gray.
All incredible. I was in there yesterday. You're revamping the store a little bit because you have a very large birthday celebration for Antlers and Rosé coming up. Give us more information.
Okay, so we are so excited to celebrate 3 years. We're located in a beautiful historic downtown of Eagle. So we're celebrating tomorrow from 5 to 7. We have Al Mall, which is my favorite musician. If you've not listened to him, he is fabulous. We have a local custom embroidery, Little Lambs Designs, which I'm super excited. So you can custom embroider a bandana, your denim jacket, a pair of vintage Levi's that we'll have in the shop tomorrow. And then what I'm really excited about launching is our the Hat Lounge. So it's going to be, it used to be our home decor area, and we've revamped it to a full The Hat Lounge, where we have all of our custom hats. So we have the Stella Roads custom hats. And then we also have our Gigi Pip, which we have done so well with. We've partnered with them for the last 4 years. So it's a full hat styling bar. You can get it branded, wrapped, and style it to your personal liking.
Which I know that the one that I have on right now has a beautiful accessory, a band around it. So I'm just going to put my head down so you can describe this.
Okay, so we also love working with our local artisans, and Mountain Gems is a beautiful, beautiful company owned by 2 fabulous local women. And so this is one of their bands. We carry their wraps. They do really beautiful jewelry pieces. And I feel like really what's so fun about hats is it really can show off your personal style. So you can go classic. I always call them naked or dressed. And so I go kind of back and forth from having it naked or a simple piece of jewelry or full styling with like silks, linens, suedes, feathers, the whole thing.
I think that's something that's so incredible about Antlers and Rosé is you guys do such a good job of helping people style head to toe. And if you have something coming up, like maybe a big concert where you want to be eloquently dressed for, then you can come in, you can try some clothes on. I was there last night. I was only going to be there for 10 minutes. I ended up spending an hour there chatting and trying on all of the incredible product that you have, because you have such an array, whether you want to be comfy, whether you want to be in a dress, whether you want a jumpsuit, boots, everything that could elevate your style for maybe a more modern Western chic look here in the mountains, you guys have it covered.
Thank you so much. It is so fun. Like, it's my happy place. I love being in there, and I feel like women do it all the time. Like, you just end up being in there for hours. But we focus on customer service and styling. We offer personal styling sessions, complimentary. You can book 1 hour with me or any of our stylists. And really, we want to pamper you and make you feel really comfortable. What I have found, even the most fashionable women, most women do not like to shop. They either feel overwhelmed or not confident. And so our goal is to make every woman that comes in there feeling confident, their best self, and really finding those pieces that fit and flatter their figure.
Which I will personally say you do a great job of. I was in there for quite some time. I have kind of a particular body shape to fit, and you made sure you spent the time with me. We found something that I could wear here today because it is so adorable. It is so cozy too. This dress is amazing. The fabric is silky soft.
Yeah, we, with our product, our quality of products, like, we want you to feel comfortable. So this is actually a sustainable product. It is 100% Tencel, so it's breathable, washable, which is even better.
Yes.
Right? So we want our pieces to be wearable. Like, I want you to wear this piece. Like, Maddie wore super cute with a pair of sneakers and a denim jacket.
Yes.
This also would look great with a Western boot, right? And you can also, this is a wedding dress too. You can wear it with a nice pair of heel sandals and like a little cashmere wrap. So really, those pieces, I want you to wear it, buy this piece and wear it multiple ways.
Which I think is incredible, because I was looking at it this morning as I was putting it on, and I was like, goodness, you could put a belt with it and make it extra cute. I could do bigger jewelry. I could do more simplistic jewelry. I could pull my hair up. And the cowl neck of it is so flattering on everyone. And that was something that you specifically helped me get through yesterday. As I was kind of struggling, I was like, all right, well, not fitting in things quite right. And then you pulled this dress out, and it was amazing. And the fact that you guys have been here for 3 years, you've done such a good job, and you have all of these special little pieces as people come in. So I'm going to be honest right now, I have one of your perfumes on.
Oh, yes.
And I am in love with it. I was really worried. I'm kind of iffy when it comes to perfumes, and this one smells incredible.
Yep, Maddie is wearing the Band of Outlaws by West 3rd brand. Yeah, I feel like, so, like I said, in our store, or you've said so well, that we kind of are all-encompassing: women's clothing, styling, accessories, home decor, and our hat styling lounge. But that makes me feel so happy that you feel so good in your look, and you look amazing, and you styled it to your personal, like, to reflect your personal style.
Which I think is one of those things that works so well with all of the pieces that you carry. Now, as you guys are entering into this new realm of hats, and you're opening a new store in Tennessee, we just want to squash any rumors that could be out there that maybe Antlers and Rosé is going away, because it is not. It is here to stay.
No. Yes, my family and I, we relocated to Tennessee a year ago, which is crazy. And it's been a great adventure and a really, really fun time. But I am opening a store there, fall of 2024 in Franklin, Tennessee. If you have not come, you need to come. I will let everyone know when we're doing a grand opening, but we are still in construction phase, so TBD on that. But I come back to Antlers and Rosé every single month. And we are here. We love Eagle. We love our community. We're so grateful for our community. We have great locals that shop with us, second homeowners and tourists, but like, our locals are what we just love seeing all the time. So we really appreciate everyone.
And it's so incredible to just come down, enjoy, see what you have to offer. Also, you guys have such a great space. You've done such a beautiful job with it. Even the outside of the building is so breathtaking. So everyone should come down. And tomorrow they can come down and celebrate again. What time?
5 to 7. Bring your girls, your guys. It's kind of for everyone. We're going to have a little whiskey tasting, a little rosé tasting, great music by Elmal, custom embroidery, and the launch of our hat lounge.
Brooke, again, thank you so much for coming, taking the time to chat with us, and giving us all this great information.
Thank you, Maddie.
Make sure that you mark your calendars. That way you can celebrate 3 years with Antlers and Rosé, only because you're not going to want to miss the launch of their new hat lounge. It is so incredible down there. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we've got more of the show, so stay tuned.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome to Street Magic. I'm Elizabeth Stanton with some of the most terrifying stunts, extraordinary extreme escapes, and the most amazing cutting-edge magicians you'll ever see in one show. Get ready to have your mind turned inside out. The hand is definitely quicker than the eye.
It's fake!
America was built on a love for the outdoors. We are a nation of sportsmen, blessed with magnificent natural resources. With broad interests across water and field, we are united in our devotion to nature and conservation. Join us every week for the best shows celebrating the outdoor lifestyle. Outdoor America. Live free.
I'm Amy Goodman, host of Democracy Now! Our independent news hour offers diverse perspectives and unique opinions, often unheard in the mainstream media, live as the news unfolds. Tune in for Democracy Now!, the War and Peace Report, weekday mornings at 9 and evenings at 6 on TV8 Vail, Comcast Xfinity Channel 92. There's more for you on Channel 92.
Take the first game every one of us played in the schoolyard. Turn up the degree of difficulty to maximum, and then let loose some of the fastest and most agile athletes in the world to go one-on-one in what you have is the most extreme pursuit contest you've ever known. It's intense, it's addictive, and there's only one rule. Don't get caught.
Oh my gosh! If you haven't seen work chase tag before, here's how it works.
2 teams of up to 6 athletes compete in a series of one-on-one chases. Each chase lasts up to 20 seconds and has 1 chaser and 1 evader.
Opportunities for points on the board! Oh!
Whoever wins the duel stays on as the evader, and teams get 1 point for each evasion they make.
And it looks like the opening point for this contest.
It's the best of 16 chases to win the match, with a sudden death chase-off required to break any ties. It's win or go home from now on. Don't miss it.
I'm Danella Richard. I've made a career traveling the world. I've worked for some of the biggest names in travel, and now I've traded in my business suit for a swimsuit. Swimming with the sharks, swinging at the edge of the world, throwing back a few shots, or shall I say spirits, eating some of the best cuisine, and even making a few furry friends along the way. I invite you to come along with me and discover the world.
Good morning, Vail.
East Coast sensation band Dogs in a Pile is making their way to our community here soon, and we had a chance to catch up with one of the band members, Sam Lucid. Let's hear what he has to say.
My name is Sam. I'm a bass player and a songwriter, and I work with Dogs in a Pile as the bass player, vocalist, and songwriter. I came into music at a young age, playing guitar, jamming on a lot of different styles of music. I really found my home with the Grateful Dead stuff when I was a kid. There was definitely a lot of people who I jammed with and had a lot of fun jamming with. And me and my brother always had a strong connection. I would kind of sing and play rhythm guitar, more simple stuff, and he was always more into lead guitar. But at first, yeah, when I wanted to get into more advanced styles of music and a lot of jazzier stuff that took a lot more thought and practice, it was hard to find people who were as dedicated to getting good at that stuff as I was. Yeah, it really wasn't until I was introduced to a friend named Eric who was interested in getting into jazz and Steely Dan, Stevie Wonder, kind of more advanced, fun music, and he introduced me to Jimmy and Joey, who are the guitarist and drummer in the Dogs, probably when I was a junior or senior in high school, and that's when we started getting more serious. We started playing some more complicated, fun stuff and writing music. And then I ended up going to Berkeley and meeting the other two guys, Jeremy and Brian. And that's kind of how the band formed, was a amalgamation of the guys from up there and the guys from down in Jersey. So I still remember the first time I ever played a bass, actually. So my grandparents had got me a bass for Christmas when I was probably like 15, but I had never touched it. And I was still just playing guitar all the time. I had like a Jazzmaster guitar that I would always play. But I went with my brother and a friend named Jack Kavanaugh to visit his uncle's house in the Poconos for a little vacation getaway kind of thing. And we ended up just jamming out the whole time as we did. I was probably 17 or 18, and everyone was playing guitar, and no one was playing bass. There was like 4 people playing guitar. I was about to start playing guitar, and there was like a little crappy bass sitting over there. I was like, you know what, I'll try to start picking it up a little bit. And I, thumbed my way around for like the next couple days on the bass. And then by the time I got home, I went and picked up that bass that my grandparents had given me years ago, and I just started having a lot of fun with that. And then, 6 months go by, and I'm starting to learn some basic music theory, teach myself some scales and some technique and stuff. And by the end of that 6 months, I was playing like 10 hours a day, sitting in my room all day, just playing, and, decided to go to Berkeley really late. And without that experience and that time, having all that time to play, it would have been difficult to get in and make it happen the way it has. It's a pretty wild experience being able to go around the country and meet these new people. It's pretty awesome because we'll go to new cities that I've never been to, that I've never even met anyone from, and we'll go there and there'll be a crazy super fan who's been obsessed with our music for the last, in a lot of cases, several. And it's great to go to some of these cities. Like we were in Richmond, Virginia, we were in Washington, D.C., we were in Morgantown, West Virginia, and pretty much sold out awesome shows the first time that we're there. So we're super, super excited to be going to Colorado for the first time. Probably most of all because it just is a big milestone for us to get out to Colorado, which is such an important destination for live touring bands and our kind of music. There's a great community for it. And, we got a lot of friends who have lived out there, who some still do live out there. And people are excited to see us out there. I know we got a fan base out there who's excited to come see us. We're really excited that we're going to be doing 2 after parties for when Fish plays Dick's Colorado in Denver at Cervantes Other Side, which we are also really excited about. Again, it's another venue that all of our friends from Colorado have been excited about for a long time, seeing music there. And for us to be playing there is going to be really, really special, and we're so excited about that. The best way to keep up with us in Dogs in a Pile is to follow us on Instagram, usually, which is Dogs in a Pile Band. Like I was saying before, there's lots of fun content for you guys to scroll through. There's little clips of our music. There's clips from our shows. There's just us hanging out backstage, all sorts of good stuff. If you prefer Facebook, there's a lot of that same stuff on Facebook, too. And, this will keep you guys right up to date in the loop with new shows, with when new music is being released. And obviously, you can also visit our website, dogsinapile.official.com, for all the same information, our tour schedule. You can see bios about us in the band. The best way to listen to us is we have 1 album out on Spotify right now, Not Your Average Beagle, under Dogs in a Pile. And we have another studio album on the way that will be with us really very shortly, hopefully. And you could listen on nugs.net. If you guys subscribe to that, is an awesome way to listen to some of our live shows. Also, YouTube, there's tons of stuff to scroll through if you just look Dogs in a Pile up on YouTube. And that's kind of stuff, that's a great way to see the evolution of the band, too, because there's stuff from years ago, there's stuff more recent. It was really nice getting to share some of this information with you guys, so you guys in Colorado, get to know a little bit more about Dogs in a Pile. we're really excited to see you guys at the Arise Festival and at these Cervantes after parties. So, Colorado, the dogs will see you soon.
Good morning, Vail.
Join us on the famous Leadville Railroad. This historic train ride takes you on an unforgettable trip through the heart of the Rockies for an afternoon of adventure, relaxation, and sightseeing. Our scenic train rides are a perfect place to bring families closer together while immersing them in the natural beauty and rich history of this picturesque region. Enjoy the spectacular Colorado scenery. Even meet the engineer. Make memories that will last a lifetime. Tickets available at LeadvilleRailroad.com.
One of the longest-running syndicated television series is back, America's Black Forum, a weekly series highlighting the latest in our lifestyles, business, entertainment, and finance. We introduce you to entrepreneurs who are making their mark in the business world and leaders who are fighting for change.
Welcome to America's Black Forum.
Tune in each week to know what's happening in our world today on America's Black Forum.
For fun and adventure, join me on Elizabeth Stanton's Great Big World. Find out where I'll be going next and which celebrities I'll be bringing along with me. I'll show you amazing destinations with lots to explore, and you'll get to know my celebrity guests the way they really are, up close and personal. We'll travel the world, experience new cultures, and together, try to make a difference. I'm Elizabeth Stanton, saying the world's a big place, and I'm going to show it to you.
I'm Raisa Pascal.
And I'm Andrea Jackson. Welcome to Life, Love, Shopping. Have any personal stories you can share?
Do I? Yes, I do.
So even though you work for some good deals, too good to miss on flash deals. Now check this out.
Studies show spending time outdoors can help with depression, lowering blood pressure, and overall health and happiness.
Good morning, Vail.
We want to thank you all so much for tuning into your Saturday edition of Good Morning Vail. We love getting to be here each and every morning and bring you fabulous community information, as well as introduce you to maybe new members here in the community. Make sure that you tune in tomorrow for your Sunday edition of Good Morning Vail, but stay tuned after this. We've got some other great programs.
Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
From small towns to big cities and everywhere in between, we're covering the great things that are happening right now in the USA. This is Positively America with Ernie Anastas.
Each week, we're going to focus on the great things that are happening every day in the USA. We'll feature change makers.
And every older person there's a younger person saying, how did this happen?
Innovators.
I talk about design the way some people might talk about like the person they're in love with.
Doers and dreamers.
You can use that recognition to pay it forward.
Ordinary Americans accomplishing extraordinary things.
When you smile, you receive one back most of the time.
We're going to prove to you that optimism and hope are paving the way to an even brighter tomorrow.
We've got a lot of programs that are specifically focused on the children of our fallen heroes.
At Positively America, our mission is to feature good news.
You're watching K34QB, Vail, Colorado.
Hola familia, aquí regresamos con otro el informe del día, dándote todas las noticias y todo lo que está pasando aquí en nuestro condado de Eagle County. Y queremos saber y conectarnos más con ustedes en la comunidad porque este programa de verdadmente es para tener más amistades aquí y poner lo que está pasando en las vidas de ustedes aquí en el centro del público. Entonces no se olviden contactarnos si tienen algo que quieres que nosotros cubramos en nuestro programa. Aquí nos puedes dar anuncios, shoutouts, cumpleaños, eventos y tal vez hasta posiciones de trabajo que quieres que nosotros anunciemos. Ahora, para empezar, y no se olviden de estar en nuestras redes sociales también. Tenemos Instagram, Facebook y YouTube. Y también me pueden contactar personalmente a crystal@tva-vail.com para darnos más. Ahora empecemos nuestro programa. Empezamos con sábado, junio el 15 a las 10:30 de la mañana. Si quieres hacer un poco de ejercicio cuando está fresco todavía, puedes ir a hacer yoga en las montañas de Vail. Esto te van a llevar hasta el tope y puedes hacer unas cosas relajantes también estando en la naturaleza. So, estás combinando el ejercicio y la naturaleza juntos. También a las 10:30, si tú eres un adolescente y te encantan los aviones, esta cosa es perfecto para ustedes porque los adolescentes que tienen 14 hasta 16 años pueden construir un avión. Es una clase que tiene maestros, ingenieros, todos enseñando cómo hacer un avión de plaza real y puedes ir a hacer este evento en el aeropuerto regional del condado de Eagle gratis. La clase no hay nada de costo y estás aprendiendo muchísimo de todos los expertos ahí. A las 12 de la tarde en la estación de bomberos, si tu carro piensas que está un poco chuco y necesita limpiado, pues puedes ir en Edwards. Los bomberos van a estar lavando los carros y todo el dinero que está alcanzado de este evento va a estar donado a la colección juvenil para la conservación, para que ellos puedan hacer servicios en el verano, y esto va a estar ocurriendo hasta las 4 de la tarde. A las 1 de la tarde también hay una caminata muy fácil para ver la naturaleza y las montañas para todas edades, no importa. Esta caminata tú lo puedes hacer en Vail y vas a estar acompañado por Walking Mountains Museum, que ellos van a tener guías y